y'all? What's up? How y'all doing? This is another episode of Notable Prisons and the Inmates that Occupy them. And today, we have a very special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro, and shout out your YouTube and stuff.
What's up? This is West Coast Headbangers. This your boy Greedy Man, a.k.a. Big Fuzz from the San Bernardino West Side, San Bernardino Project area. You know what I mean, though? Thank you for tuning in. I'm here with my boy. We're trying to see what's popping. What's up?
Yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely. So, okay, let's get right into it.
Yeah.
You had mentioned that you had did Fed time. What was the cause of that? And then, and you mind explaining how you got caught up and everything?
Yeah, I got caught. Well, I did some Fed time for distribution. I got caught up through basically the police called the police on me. They sentenced me to basically 30 years. I did do 20, do 10 on probation, but the president of the United States let me out of the institution. You know what I mean? So from there I just did my time and it was Gucci. You know what I mean? The feds is different from the state, compared to doing time. The feds is more millionaires, bank robbers, and just high-level crimes, council people that you see on TV. If Donald Trump ever get convicted, Donald Trump going to the feds. That's it. He's not going to state prison. Put it like that. So it's all federal. It's the USA government.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you mentioned like millionaires and billionaires. I assume there's probably not many of them in state prisons, but like, did you ever come across any notable people in the time while you was in the federal prison that like were these rich people, like some hedge fund guys or some, Ponzi scheme people or anything like that?
Yeah, I ran across a gentleman that started Century 21. He was a Jewish dude. He started that, and he became a multi-millionaire off of that. Basically, a billionaire from that point. Who else was I was I was in there with a lot of millionaires easily. I can't really name them offhand, but because I'm my brain is racing. But yeah, I remember a lot of them. But I do remember the one, the first Taliban guy. He wasn't a millionaire, but I remember the first Taliban that they caught, the first American that they caught in the Taliban. They caught him. He came through Victorville 1 yard. And he was a white dude.
Did you have any interaction with him?
Yeah, I had an interaction with him. He was a real quiet gentleman, but he wasn't. He said that the people in America was worse than over there. You know what I mean? He want to go back over there because he said over here it's vicious. You know what I mean? As far as behind these walls and the USPs and the mediums.
Did you go to a USP or did you go to the medium, or how does the structure of the federal prison works? Is it similar to like the state prisons, how they have 1 yard, 2 yards, and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's a USP. Then it's medium. Then it's high. It's USP, high, medium, low, medium, and then you got a low, and then you have the camps. Basically, and then that's how that structure worked. But I first went because of my state prison activity. I went to USP I was only over there for probably about 6-7 months, and then I went USP Victorville. Then I went to the medium Victorville that I served about 7-8 years over there. Then I went to Lompoc, which is a low FCI. Served some time over there. Then I went to a camp. Then I beat up somebody at the camp. Then I went back to a low. That's where I did mine at.
Wait, hold on. I can't let you brush over that. So what happened? Because you a big dude, man. I'm sure you know how to throw them things. What happened?
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, sometimes being big don't always work out. It's good and bad. Now you can get maxed out, and they be like, man, somebody beat that big old dude up, or you can hurry up and try to get yours off and continue to be a big bully or whatever they call it. But I was over there and. I told the OG not to sit in my seat, and the OG said, listen, whatever you gonna do to me, you better do it right now, because I'm gonna be here tomorrow. So I went ahead and took off on him. Bam, bam, bam. I beat him up, and I noticed that when they had broke up the fight, the OG had swung and I had went back and he had knocked out his partner that was helping him get up. And come to find out that was Roy Jones or Roy Joy's uncle, the boxer, man. That was his uncle doing Fed time, man. He knocked that dude out so vicious, man. I said, woo, it's a good thing that thing. But I went ahead and put them 2 pieces on him though. He's some Cali love. You know what I mean? Though I had to give him a little Cali love, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's right.
He loved it too. Yeah. Yeah.
It was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So, being that you've done state and Fed time, when is more of like a headache? Do you think, as far as like the overall, just being there and like the general population, I guess, with just around people?
Well. I like.
Like, how are the politics in the Feds versus the state?
Well, it's really politics in the Feds and the states still same, black and white. It's just all race and gang banging. So if you black, then you just stick with the blacks. If you white, you go with the whites. That's state and Feds. That's the way it goes. It's more, the Feds is more laid back because it's more people there with money. So it's more people there that's more trying to get out, do their thing, chill. Buy people, that's what they do. The state, it's all gang activity, man. If you're a gang member or whatever, it's all then that's where you want to be in the state. But I don't know how it is now. When I was there, the state was popping, man. You know, if you're a youngster, you gonna have a good time at the state. Back then, at the time when I was rocking and rolling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
But the Feds is the Feds is more mental.
Okay.
Because you have somebody that like me, for instance, when I was there, a Jewish dude, he took me under his wing and told me that I have everything I need, but I need to be educated a little more. Now, coming from somewhere else, somebody would probably take offense to that. But since he told me that, he put me in college in the Feds. He paid for everything. And that's what I mean by sometimes people can take a liking to you and change your whole way of how you moving and how you look at life. You know what I mean? So up there, they got money to play with to help you get out of your situations. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, most definitely. I've in my lifetime, I've came across a lot of people that's done state time, and I've met very few people that's done Fed time, because I've always been aware it's like, you know, the average thing that you might do might not get you in there. You got to be like, you know, doing some shit, like doing something, you know?
Yeah.
And I just, you know, just intrigued by it because, you know, like, weren't you on like lockdown like 23 hours a day or something like that? Or what's like the...
Where, in the Feds?
Yeah.
Oh, no, nah, man. The Feds is like, it's like, Feds is like going to is a college with a gate around it. That's the Feds. You're gonna see green grass. You're gonna see people out there running, sunbathing. You're gonna see dudes out there just you're gonna see stuff that's gonna blow your mind, man. Like you said, it's completely different from the state. So it's like people with money and doing big things. That's where you're gonna see. Like you say, it's United States versus you. Plain and simple. It's United States versus you. You're not gonna win. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, Feds told me, they the ones that print the money that I'm out here trying to make. So it's a certain way how the Feds move compared to the state. They don't put out warrants for your arrest. The Feds will come and get you. When they want to come get you for a serious crime, most likely it's probably gonna be 2 dudes that come up here and knock on your door like they Jehovah's Witness. And you looking at probably 20, 30 years, they're going to knock on your door. Are you Anthony such? Yeah. Hey, let's talk to you for a minute. And your wife going to look out there and she just knows some dudes in a black car took you. You know what I mean, though? And that's going to be it with them. And you'll be somewhere facing 30, 20 years. You know, that's how they do. They don't kick down your door and throw grenades and everything in your house. They don't do that.
Wow.
You know, so it's different, really different.
Okay, so speaking on that, you know, here's something. Being that you're an OG. Mm-hmm. Okay, so back in the day with hip hop, you know, there was like the gangster rap thing, and that was big. You know, like the gang banging in the '90s and all that, right? Mm-hmm. during this generation, like my era, there's a lot of trappers that, and the thing with the culture is now it seems like a lot of people, they're into really rapping about the stuff that they're currently might be doing, Mm-hmm. So fast forward to that, you have artists like Young Thug, Free Him, and Gunna, Free Him, and what's your take on situations like that when they get the feds involved with them for like RICO cases and stuff, like stuff with like BMF and Rollo, the dude from Atlanta, that supposedly had X amount or something, whatever, on his plane when he landed or whatever. Mm-hmm. What's your take on that?
Well, the take is like, I don't know about some of them, but I heard probably about one or two of them that you name are really from the streets. You gotta understand, them people ain't from the streets. So their whole different outlook and what they up against is different mindset of what somebody from the streets. So if you tell me the feds are looking for me, I know I'm in trouble. I'm not a rapper. I'm a real street dude. So if you tell somebody at the liquor store, like, the feds are looking for you, they like, what they want? You know what I mean? They saying, oh, I can bail out. These are type of law enforcement agencies are like, your money will not buy you freedom in the feds. You are strictly on a table chart. I don't care if you're a rapper. I don't care if you're whoever you think you are. You will be on chart. It ain't no such thing as he's a millionaire, he get to get out, or he get $1 million bail. No, you in trouble. And everyone, even them rappers that they rap about the feds that chase me, there ain't nothing to rap about until you walk that walk. So, it's a prime example. Like, if you get caught in the feds, you're not gonna get out tomorrow. I mean, it'll probably take, and then the feds set your court date. Like, sometimes they'll set it like a year from a year. They'll set it 6 months, and that's your second court date. Before you find out what's going on with you, you don't really know. So the feds is nothing to play with, man. So far as being a rapper, they don't know what they up against. That's why they rap that. That's why they say that. But if you from the streets and you have gone through generations of knowing what you up against, then you wouldn't be rapping about nothing like that. So them dudes right there, they're in a lot of trouble, man. And most likely you're not gonna see them rappers again a day in your life. Damn. In the feds, I'm keeping it real. You know what I mean? If they get out, God bless them. But when you got them big names and the feds want you, the feds gonna throw everything at you. So it's just like I say, well, be prepared to look for your some new rappers to listen to, because them rappers are basically gonna be retired in there, guaranteed. That's how they play.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. So what did you ever come across any like super intense moments in the feds, like fights, riots, or anything like that?
Yeah, well, in there, we got into a few riots. I've been in a few riots in the feds. It's mostly against its race, and it's mostly because it's respect. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If you get into, it's all respect. You step on somebody's shoe, you don't say sorry. That could lead to a riot. But the riot is not. It's just as violent, and it's just as many people, depending on what institution it is, because a lot of immigration is federal too, so it's a lot of Mexicans in there. You gonna run across a lot of Mexicans, so it depends on where you at that they get, but it's a lot of majority white people there. And the thing that tripped me out about the feds is the pedophiles are just as deep as any other people, because that's a federal crime on the computer. That's where they really go. That's into little kids and stuff. It's against all of our thing, but that's where you'll see a lot of pedophiles at in there. Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, it's been a lot of intense moments. We always come out on top as usual because God built us to be who we are. But has it been rough? Yeah, it's gonna be some winners and some losers, but most of the time, man, we're warriors, man. We was just built like that. That's the way God built us, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you.
So, was there Did you ever have any, this is the craziest question, but I've asked of quite a few people this that's been on my show, my page or whatever, channel. Were there any good moments in there? Like moments that like just really just helped time go by, or like any like fun, any positive moments in there?
Oh yeah, man, it's a lot of good moments. Man, I tell you, man, if you were to see just the activity or the things that you get that comes with being in the feds, you would really probably stop paying taxes, man. You know what I mean? Though, if this, I mean, you're talking of a 2-story gym with big screen TVs and basketball, CD players, MP3s, and computers. This is what a weight pile. This is what we do time with. So, if you've seen us in action and what we eat, you'd be like, man, they living good. You know what I mean? You probably want to catch a Fed case. Especially if you compare it to the state. You probably want to do some major crime, man. You probably want to, you know what I mean, go fuck with them. But the difference about Feds is they give you numbers for real. You know what I mean? And even if you look at one of my YouTube channels, like at the West Coast, I got on in one of my videos say stop playing with the feds. And when you walk in that place, man, you got people on their knees praying for 10 years. The same people that you admire, you see roll up in a Rolls Royce and got the mansion and all that. He literally praying on his knees for 10 years. That's how scary the feds is. I mean, serious. When you pray for 10 years, that's scary. Yeah.
Them financial crimes be crazy, huh?
Yeah, not only financial. Matter of fact, what was the Christies? Have you remember seeing the Christies? Them it was a white couple. They kind of have an accent. They just caught a federal case, man. Man, they gave them people 15 years, man. And you look it up, they're a big family, man. They got bread. Man, the feds just gave them people 15 years, man. A husband and a wife.
Wow.
Yeah, so they don't play. You know what I mean? And if you look them up on a case, it's all over the news. Them people, man, they don't care who you are. You know what I mean? They gonna give it to you. You know what I mean?
Damn. Yeah.
So I had some good moments. Some laughable moments, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Yeah, man, you know, that was pretty much it. I just wanted to just get your take on a few perspectives from being inside of the feds. And another thing, did you ever come across like any like big like trapper, like, you know, like mafia or cartel or like big meats type people or anything?
Yeah, man. I came across a lot of them dudes, man. You can name them. I came across them, man.
Like the Beltron family, any of those
like
guys?
like Waterhead Bowl, Ant Flowers, Big Boob. I mean, you see these dudes on TVs, and I mean, you know, I think I caught up with Gangsta Freeway. I caught some of Freeway Rick time when he was leaving out of Victorville, but all them dudes are who they are, man. It's funny because a lot of them really are who they are. They not faking. That's funny. You'll see a lot of dudes, they gangsters on these streets, and they go to jail and they nobody. Like, them names I named, they're the same people they are when you meet them. You know what I mean, though? If they zero tolerance on the streets, then when you meet him in there, he gonna be zero tolerance. So that's one thing I can say about a lot of them dudes. I haven't really met too much faking. They are who they are. You know what I mean? And they always remind you of that. You know what I mean? No matter how, whatever, they unlimited to letting you know who they are. So I just leave that at that. You know what I mean? So it's big respect for them, for all them dudes, man. They solid as they could be. You know?
All right, which is still going on.
Okay.
But all right, man. Well, yeah, I appreciate you for coming on the channel. Anyone's made it this far, I appreciate you. Hit the like and subscribe button. And yeah, you got anything?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody out there, man, that's, you know, keeping their head above water and making sure everything come out the way it should come out, man. Take care of your family. Remember, man, don't nobody love you like you, man.
Facts,
you know what I mean, though?
That part. And shout out 16 to Life for putting this together. And yeah, all right, y'all.
All right, we out, man.
We out of here,
All right.
player. It's over.
Yeah.